What up? I hope y'all are well. I'm getting text messages. I'm on my phone, by the way, because my laptop, my dinosaur laptop, once a week at least crashes. And it crashed tonight when I was ready to do some recording. That's all right. We adjust, right? We get used to things. So one of the important resources I want to do a little tutorial on. I've never done a video tutorial on this, so I hope it helps. I'm used to, talking about this in class. But when you're trying to find sources for research, one of the links I'm providing for you on Canvas is the library. I mean, you all I believe, have access to it. I've never been a student in this kind of situation. So if you have those kind of technical issues, I can get you in touch with the library. I can be the middle person, but the middleman, the middle person between it all. But I'm trying to make this lively because, research, it's fun, right? It is fun. So I'm going to show you a cool way to do it that I hope helps. You can use the link, the library resource link that I found for you, or you could just Google DACC library and find articles. This is the link I'm going to. So this is the DACC library page. It just kind of explains, what's going on and so let me first of all give you some context what a library database is. I need to be audience aware, right, before I go into it. A library database, there's different databases and they each hold journals in there. And what those journals are is they have published articles in them and they're academic articles. So what that means is a person at a university or at any type of education environment or professional too sometimes, they do research on a topic that they have specialized in and they write a lengthy journal, an article about it. And then a group of scholars get together and they review that person's journal. And they either approve it to get published or they deny it. If they approve it, it gets published into that journal that the databases have. So they're very, very credible, very high forms of sources. Sometimes they're very technical. So they're very limited for a general audience. They're sometimes geared a little bit more for academics in that field, but that's not always the case. So on the off chance that you find, not on the off chance, on the chance that you find an article from here, it could be very beneficial just for you to get more comfortable using these databases and just to find a really credible source. Because I know I'm encouraging you all to start on Google to kind of search for sources, and that's always a good first step. But the problem with Google is that anything can be on there, right? But if you go through the school library, it kind of funnels that to more credible sources. So I'll stop talking and I will get into the database. So if you go into that's what a library database is. So if you click see all databases, going to take you to this page. Again, I'm on my phone. It might look a little different on your computers, but not entirely. And you can search it in alphabetical order. I mean, look how many databases there are, you all, like how resourceful that is. Now, that's kind of stressful too, because you don't have all the time in the world, right? So I'm going to tell you the most resourceful database, one of the most well-known ones. It's called EBSCO. So if you go to E, click E. If you scroll down, you're going to see something called EBSCO. That is a really universal database. I used it a lot as a student. And you type in keywords related to your topic for what you're working on. So if you click here, I'm just going to say reality TV for mine. Just, some of my classes, this might not be relevant at all. But, whatever topic you're trying to research, type that in. I'm trying to keep my lectures broad because a lot of my classes are using research right now. So it's a universal tool for all of us. But I'm just going to say reality TV. Use a few keywords related to your topic. You can add a few, but just start there. And if you click search, it's going to start showing you some journals. But before you look further, I mean, that's a lot, right? 65,000 articles came up just for me typing in reality TV. I don't expect you to read every single one of those, right? And some of them aren't journals. Some of them are books, let alone what I expect you to read an entire book or 2 or 3 for what you're working on. So we're gonna what's it called? We're gonna condense it a little bit. And again, I'm on my phone, but if you're on your computer and you look to the left, there should be a little side panel. Again, let me know. Drop in workshops or office hours if you want me to do this kind of more step-by-step with you. But if you click the left and you scroll down, we can first limit it to be academic journals. You can do magazines too. I mean, that can be really helpful, but let's do academic journals here. So it's going to update. And let's do one more thing. Scroll down. I want you to click full text. And one more thing. I also want you to click full text. Oh, sorry. Full text is already clicked. The reason you're clicking full text is because you want to ensure that you can download it at your computer, is what I'm trying to say. That way you don't have to physically go to a library. They'd had this already before we were in quarantine, which is awesome. Libraries are very prepared already electronically, which was super cool. But, you know, the librarians are there for you if you have technical questions. And again, I can be the middle person to help you out with that and get you in touch with them. Also, select scholarly peer-reviewed journals. That's what I was talking about earlier. It'll get you those real credible academic articles. Now, some of them, again, are really technical. Puppets of necessity. You have to kind of, now what I'm looking at, these numbers, these are the different articles. And you'll know it's an academic journal. If you see that right there, academic journal. And like, for example, forensic journalism, that doesn't really relate if I was talking about reality TV fully, so I probably wouldn't go into that one. Read the titles to kind of, we have to unfortunately judge a book by its cover in a way with this first. But say I want to talk about, you know, the social impact of reality TV. So maybe this kind of parasocial piques my interest. It's an academic journal. And one more thing before you click the title is you want to make sure you can download it. You don't have to physically go in person. So you'll know you can if you see HTML full text or PDF full text on there. So if you want to click into the article, click the title right there. And it's going to take you to information first. It's going to tell you the authors. It's going to tell you what it's published in. It's published in this journal called Media, Practice, and Education. It's going to tell you what type of source this is. It's an article. And what subjects it covers. So those keywords can kind of help you a little bit, see if it connects with your topic. Last thing is if you read this abstract, that could really help to see if you even want to bother clicking into the article. You read this abstract, it's a paragraph summary of what the source is about. So read it, and if you think, it doesn't really relate to my topic, then you can go back and look again. But just for the sake of argument, I'm going to assume that this is relevant for my topic. So I want to check out the journal. So how do I do that? Again, on your desktop, if you go to the top and you click, again, I'm on my phone, but on your computer, it'll be on the right. Click that. Sorry, I'm lying. I kept making this mistake. It's not on the right. It's on the left. If you click the left-hand side, it'll show you how to download it. Again, it'll either be HTML full text or even better, that PDF full text. You click it. Now, by the way, a step that I didn't show you that I already did before I started recording is I had to log in with my DACC login information that I use for Canvas and my email, because you have to prove that you're a member within the school in order to be using this. So you may have to log in first before you get taken to this article. Again, any kind of technical errors, feel free to ask me, and I can also help you with the librarians. But this is the article. It's 16 pages, so they're lengthy. But again, that abstract is there to help you. It tells you what it's about. And a lot of these articles, because they're so lengthy, they give section headings. So you can kind of scroll through these section headings and maybe focus in on those areas. You're gonna get practice. The more practice you get in classes of not skimming articles, but focusing on key information, keywords to help you find the sources the information that you need. So look through it. See if it's resourceful. Again, sometimes these articles are way too technical, but I just want you to check it out because it's an important resource. It's the equivalent of something called Google Scholar. Some students really like Google Scholar. I'm not going to show you that because it's exactly the same. If you go to Google Scholar, type in keywords related to your topic, it will also narrow to scientific journals or academic journals in relation to your topic as well. But I want to show you the library resource because it's there for you already as students. Now, say you really like this source, you end up citing it in what you're working on. What's nice too is this time it's on the right. On the right-hand side, if you click that and you click Cite, it'll give you the APA formatted reference that you need. You just have to make sure you find the right one, so make sure you go to APA, and that's the reference. You don't even have to look through Purdue OWL or anything else. Copy, paste that, and put in your reference page, and it's there. So I hope this helps. It doesn't hurt to try it out. If you need more of a tutorial with it, feel free to jump into office hours. That's why I'm here, or setting an appointment. All right, y'all take care.